Right, hello everybody and welcome to the 950 podcast, episode 1. I am here with Dan Ellis, the chef, the carpenter, the best looking and the baby-faced boy of the team.
Stop it.
Age 50.
Age 50.
5.
And he's also a midget, just remember that.
Yeah, I am.
And Mr. Big Neil Mills, how are you doing today?
I'm good, mate.
Fantastic.
I don't think I've ever seen him not good, to be fair, so...
Yeah, I'm always smiling.
So my name is Sasha Fuller. I'm going to be semi-hosting this with my 2 co-hosts. And firstly, we want to get to the fact, what is the 950 podcast about? Why are we here today, guys?
Well, I'll answer that one. So we're here because of some idiot. That'd be me. So it's the 950 podcast. The name comes from the challenge that we all took part in, which is 950 miles, as we know, across the UK.
Indeed.
London to Nottingham, Nottingham to Edinburgh, Edinburgh to Glasgow, Glasgow to Belfast, Belfast to Manchester, Manchester to Bristol, Bristol to Southampton, back into London in 21 days on foot.
God, you memorised that, didn't you?
Wow, I memorised it. My feet are still feeling it. But yeah, so the podcast, that's where it comes from. That's how it started.
So you've done 950 miles on foot.
On foot.
Over 3 weeks.
With you clapping behind me in a camper van.
With me doing the hard stuff, driving the camper
sausage
van.
Sandwiches at me and
doing
some running with me. But that is sort of what started it. That's what brought us together. So yeah, that brought us together, and there was a night in a hotel room. We didn't get many nights where we could sit there and talk, did we? Because like a lot
of pressure, a lot of time constraints.
Yeah, a lot of stressful moments of fuck, we've only got an hour's kip tonight because Neil's been running till 1 a.m. again. And me and you sat there and we did a little blase, didn't we?
Well, we done a few videos, didn't we, for social media?
Yeah.
A few?
A few.
Yeah. But we basically said, let's have a little chat about ADHD. Like, we've both got ADHD. We said we'll have a little chat about it. We said we'll keep it to like just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It turned out to be an hour.
It was an hour. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, my first early night's just been demolished. But we just made a comment.
Into it, didn't we?
It felt like a podcast. The whole thing just felt like a podcast. It was like Q&As and bits and pieces.
You said let's do a couple of, let's have a chat. We've both got ADHD and stuff. So that wasn't planned. But to be fair, with ADHD, when are things planned? And if they are,
they go wrong.
They don't go normally to plan. You normally end up winging most of it.
100%.
Well, it's 100%. A bit like the run, because the whole thing, like what you're talking about, and ADHD and planning, and one of the biggest questions before, especially my wife, she's constantly at me going, Donna's like, what's your plan? Like, what's your plan? Are you not thinking about this run? And I'm like, no, I'm not thinking about it. And she went, you're just about to like do 950 miles in 21 days and you're not thinking about it. Nah. Why? I don't want to worry myself.
Yeah. The thing is, like we said, there was no plan in it. It was so big. It was over 21 days. It was 950 miles. There's no plan in something like that. It had to be.
You have a route.
I'll give you an example. Everything we planned went wrong. We had hotel rooms booked. No story to put with it, but we didn't end up staying in hardly any of them rooms because planned didn't go to plan.
We didn't know where we were going to be. Google sort of messed us up. No, ChatGPT messed us up and put us in different places. Then we had to do it off of Google. So it was just all
I also think that even like having the camper van, a plan was to sleep in that for a few nights, or you don't know the duration and stuff.
That was me because I'm bougie.
But that completely went out the window.
Honestly.
Couldn't have done it without it. Don't get me wrong, needed it. It was vital. But to sleep in there, like with the amount of, stuff that we needed, trainers.
Urine.
Yeah, urine. Yeah.
Shit.
Certain people were potentially having a poop in the van. I'm not going to mention any names. Mr. Big Neil
I don't
Mills.
think it was once either.
Little angel above my head.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
But like I say, when you're on the road and you're doing 13, 14 hours a day, there isn't a toilet.
No.
Let's just stop conversation. That was one of my funniest days, was the day that I said to Sasha, who's on the phone to Christina.
Yeah, my missus.
I've literally been running and my stomach's churning, and I just jumped in the camper. I went, Sash, give us a carry bag. Give us a black bag, quick. And he went, I went, give us a bit of privacy. I'm just about to go to the toilet. He's got out. He's laughing. He thinks it's a joke. When he got back in and he could smell it, I was like, jeez.
And it smelled, even after he took the bag away and he walked off, because Neil, like you guys don't know, he's a bit of a joker. I thought he'd left me a little bit of shit somewhere that he'd hidden so I could carry on smelling it as
He
I was
was
driving.
planning on doing that at one point.
And I was-
No.
He was planning on putting it in the
He
fridge.
rang me. So he rang me and he went, have you left that in here? And I generally took it in a carry bag and put it in a bin, one of them doggy bins, like a proper dog that I am.
You're respectful.
I'm proper respectful, like the most well-behaved Rottweiler you've ever met. But he rang me and I went, to be honest with you, Sasha, you're correct. That is something that I definitely wanted to do.
Yeah.
I went, but at the minute I need you and I can't afford to upset you. So I
Yeah.
promise you I didn't. I genuinely didn't. I need you to keep driving this camper van for the next, I don't know what day that was.
It all just went into, like I said, to start off with, it was the only thing we really had was a route. Yes, we had each other but we didn't have a team behind us. There wasn't no like camera crew doing that things. There wasn't like people following you. We had don't get me wrong, we had great support from friends, people back at home and stuff, organising some of the hotels. Mainly Sasha done that, but we had like Paul and stuff that had done bits and that. So we were very lucky in that aspect. But as it went, like, even the train, one day you could be going down roads that have footpaths. The next day you could be going over, stupid amount of hills, no footpaths. There's 60-mile-an-hour roads. You've got lorries coming at you, and that slowed you down massively.
25 miles of forest.
That's another story for another day.
That's it might be a story for today.
It might be a story for today.
So what impressed us the most while we was doing it is we started seeing the goodness of people, didn't we? We started seeing...
I said, didn't I? So one of the biggest things, I mean, I see the goodness in people anyway. That's one of my biggest traits, but it was good for your eyes because that was one of the first things you went, people are actually really good. And I'm like, yeah, mate.
Yeah, because in general, I hate people.
Yeah.
But,
I'm privileged.
But this challenge made me see that actually people are there and everyone pulled together. Like the random kindness of strangers to me really did shock me.
Yeah.
Like how much they help, like,
the
people
amount of
watching the
companies
van.
that stepped in.
Yeah, like
and just even a free coffee and stuff,
free coffees, free cakes, watching the van while I'm parked in double yellows while I'm going to get him new shoes.
Again, that comes down
because
you
size
can't
11 and they're normally a size 9.
Yeah.
You had the police keeping watch for him while he illegally parked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
That's how good it was.
Everyone was helping. So that was amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
And then in regards to this podcast, like we needed certain things to get through this challenge. And I think we thought, okay, maybe we can speak about this and actually help other people, didn't we? That's when we were chatting.
Definitely. And it goes, first of all, the people that it helped first of all was ourselves. This helped ourselves and that, and just to be able to do this, and Neil come up with some great quotes in it and stuff, and they just made me realise so many things that I hadn't ever thought about in life before. And I'll let him tell you them later on. But yeah, it just first of all, it helped ourselves.
Tell me I'm having an ADHD moment. I say so much sometimes I forget.
One of the best things Neil said, and this is Neil's quote, everybody, and it wasn't, and
it's our quote now.
And it was basically, if you ever want to feel loved, do something, he will tell it better. Do something extraordinary.
Yeah, if you ever want to see not just love, it's like love, friendship.
You want to see who's real.
If you want to see real people, go out and do something big. Do it for someone else.
Yeah.
Like make it about someone else. Do something big and just watch what comes back, because mental.
Because you get the people that are here to help you that you didn't know would help you, but you also get the people that you expect to help you that don't help you.
It showed me,
and it shows you the true colours of everyone. It opens it all up, don't it?
Yeah. But it also showed me, like, from a personal point of view, like my expectations building up to this 950. I kept reaching out to so many people, like, and thinking in my head, I was having a meltdown, like a proper, oh my God, this is going to be such a shit show. I'm on my own. Oh my God, like it's just going to be me, Sasha, Dan, a couple of people. No one really cares what I'm doing. No one this, no one that, no one. And I'm like just getting on. And then one day I just had this epiphany moment when I was like sore feet, absolutely in bits, walking through the streets, watching everyone get on with their lives. And I'm thinking, do you know what? That's exactly what happens.
Life's going on.
Life goes on around us. We've all got our own life.
Yeah.
We're all living our own life. But when I needed everyone, when I'm talking about it 6 months out, who gives a shit? Like, that's Neil's life. Like, but when it came to it, everyone was there. Like, Donna was involved, my kids were involved, like my friends were involved, like people that I had people, well, you've seen people reaching out from me from school that have seen what I'm doing on Facebook. Bill, like my friend Bill that I haven't spoke to for years has contacted Sasha. It's mental.
Radio shows contacting you, just so many different people and so many different companies and stuff, just all coming together and stuff. You know, like we had to stop at one point. I don't know where we was, but we had to stop at one point for 15 minutes because Neil had an interview on the radio. You know, and to say that maybe, you know, a month before we started doing all of this and that, it's just madness. You didn't think it was going to get to that, but then the following, it grew as well. And I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons that we are here today, because we actually, it's easy to say, you know, I'd love to be able to do this, but people get nervous. But when you actually take that first step in doing something with the 950 and you get people that actually are interested, that's when you think to yourself, hang on a minute, we've got something here.
Take the opportunity to quickly slide in that, because, you know, a lot of what we're going to talk about is sliding you. I've only just got out. So many weeks.
We said we were going to be clean on this first one.
Straight in at number one.
Straight in,
or number bum. But yeah, the ADHD, so a lot of what we're going to talk about is neurodiversity, ADHD, coping mechanisms, the advantages that we like to talk about more than the disadvantages. This podcast is one of the advantages, because the reason we're actually here, apart from the conversation we had, but the reason it all fell into place, because we was just going to come back and start recording a couple of things on like Facebook, or you was going to edit them and we was going to do this little thing. And me being me, before I set off on my run, I was trying to get on loads of podcasts, which I've got on a few podcasts. And I come across this, and instead of doing what normal people do, I did what ADHD people do. I'd done it on a text message, didn't I? I start reading from the top. I get bored at the top, so I start coming up from the bottom. I get bored coming up from the bottom. I don't want to bother going in the middle. That's a podcast. Yeah, my name's Neil. I want to come on your podcast. When we get back, I got an email from this studio where we are now, and the studio, they said, blah, 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 you want to go on a podcast? Got a speaking call, so I realised I actually asked if I could go on and create our own podcast. So it was like, so ADHD again.
It was an accident.
Disadvantage. It's an advantage. Had I read that and read it properly and knew that this was a studio and was going to come and record, I'd have never filled out that form, and I'd have never remembered coming across that. And this probably weren't coming. So like.
And the other thing with your ADHD especially is when you say you're going to do something, it says that even ADHD is just you, it's going to happen.
It generally is though.
It's 100% or nothing. It's I'm going to give this my all, or
it's not point doing it all. Exactly. It's either everything or nothing at all.
Yeah.
That's with everything that we do, isn't it?
Yeah,
basically?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The lights go on or they go off. And it's funny because for years, like, people used to comment, so you'll see a lot of my clothes are black apart from my bright orange yellow shoes, but the reason they're yellow is because running shoes are cheaper in funny colours, and I got a lot of running shoes, but black and white, that people used to say you're always in black and white, but that seems to be my personality. But I've actually learned, being diagnosed ADHD late, same as you, it's actually part of ADHD. It's black or white. It's either that or it's that. We don't comprehend the in between. Like, I'm either doing it or we're not even talking about it. Forget it. Don't want to talk about it. Talk to the hand. Like, we're not going in here. So it's the black and white personality.
So we're going to speak about ADHD, neurodiversity, coping mechanisms. What else are we going to go over?
Motivation,
gym.
We're sitting here with two people that like go to the gym.
We've got a handmade chef
every
on board,
day for the last.
Nutrition.
We've got nutrition.
Yeah, exactly. Nutrition. I mean, I wouldn't call it all nutrition, to be fair. More just good food. But I'm going to get into more nutrition, definitely.
Bullshit.
And the good thing is, obviously, me and you go quite a lot. We're thinking about doing a bit of PT, and we're thinking about, getting writing some nutrition plans. And you're looking.
Oh my God, I've so many different things. One of the main things that I'd love to do is do what we've done. Do the challenge again. Not like that, because you'll start tomorrow. Do the challenge again, but do it with other people as well. Get people out there, walking, talking, coffee meets, everything like that. Get people out there. I said it to you the other day, actually. When's the last time, well, it's never been a time, but you go to the gym and you can walk out the gym and you think, that weren't worth it. That was rubbish. Never.
Yeah.
You go to the gym, you walk out, and every time you're going to feel good. You go for a run. Before you go for that run, you might be thinking, fuck this. I ain't doing this, man. I can't be bothered. You finish that run, you feel amazing. So, you know what I mean? Get people out there, get them doing things and that. There's so many big plans in that. But again, that's just ADHD kicking in and stuff. It just spirals. Like, I'd love to be able to like open like a coffee van and get people to meet up and everything, you know what I mean? And like do challenges and stuff like that. And yeah, just promote everything.
That's the dream, isn't it? That's the dream
exactly.
going forward. But
again, you know, us sitting here now, a year ago and stuff, I heard about the challenge that Neil wanted to do. But again, we can go into that maybe a bit later on or today, whatever. It was on the same sort of course and that, but at the same time, it was a different route and everything he wanted to do. And us sitting here now, you know, like a year later from when I first spoke to him, he actually mentioned it. It's just like, it's crazy. So why not have them dreams? Why not have that dream that you could do that as well? Why not think, yeah, you know what? That's possible.
Because when we talk about, so we're talking about a minute ago, the dog with a bone, we're either doing it or we're not.
Yeah.
We're all in. Well, it's the reason we go all in is because the fear of failure. So you fear, so automatically what we're talking about, it's you create a new habit, which is going to the gym. But you fear that if you stop that, because you know if a broken habit once is a mistake, a broken habit twice is a new habit. Yeah. So the reason that you get so hooked on the gym is like, because you know if you miss it, you might slip back. Because let's have it right. Let's talk honesty. We all come from a background where we're ADHD, right? We've all took drugs. We've all drunk. We've all had addictions, different addictions. The gym is a healthy addiction. The reason that I'm like with all these challenges and everything is because my fear has always been, when I first started going to the gym, my fear was always, so I'll go back a little bit to my background so we can get to know a little bit about me, which is, I'll quickly skip back to, I'm at a big session all weekend, proper heavy session, been on it all weekend. Yeah. And I literally got on a Sunday and I was just sitting there like still literally peeling out my face going, mate, my life, like this is me forever. I'm never going to own my own house. I've earned £1,500 this week and I can't even pay my rent. Like what the hell? It's like Sunday and I can't even pay my rent. I got paid on Friday. I spent all that money. I've got to do something. So I just looked at all my mates and I went, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. I went, and that's it. I'm not drinking or taking drugs again.
But they laughed at
and everyone laughed at me. Like it was literally fun, whatever. Yeah, cool. We've heard this one before. And rightly so. They've heard it all before, but I did literally with a hangover and out of my boat. I went straight into the gym Monday night. I was in the gym and I've never, ever, ever took drugs since. Like I literally straight on it, bang. I didn't drink for 5 years. But my biggest fear was I've always overtrained. I've trained for 7 days a week solidly. We get onto how I got into running at a later stage, but I would not stop because my fear of slipping back and creating my old habit. So that thing about habits, I didn't want to, like I've created a new habit. I didn't want to lose that habit by having 2 days off the gym. So it's, it just all comes hand in hand.
It's so easy to it's hard to get into the positive habit of going to the gym because people are like, I can't be bothered. Once you're on it, you're on it. But then if you do slip, and this could be anything, it doesn't have to be gym, it can be alcohol addiction, smoking. As soon as you slip up, then it's so easy to go back into your old ways because you don't have anything to aim for then. Because you've basically you've given up and you think, well, I have one tomorrow as well. Because I've only got 1 day sober now. I've only got 1 day without a cigarette. 100%. So then you can easily fall off the wagon.
Yeah.
So it does become an addiction. For me, it's an addiction, a proper addiction.
Things that are hard, like I'm going to say hard to do, but I may be saying that wrong. Going to the gym, it's not easy, is it? There's times that you probably feel like, a bit sluggish and you don't go to the gym. Things that are bad for you, they're always easier to do. Going down the pub, going down the pub, easy. Go and get a McDonald's, easy. You know what I mean? Go and do all that sort of thing. I'm guilty of all of them. I still like doing that things as well. I don't do them as much now, obviously, in my later age, but you hit the nail on the head to me the other day, Sash, and you said the pros outweigh the cons. And I was just like, yeah, they do. The pros outweigh the cons. You would not. You two ain't now going to go back to like just eating loads of crap and not going to the gym and stuff. Like it's not going to happen.
It's just when you see the benefits of going, and what you can create, like body wise for me, or the thing is, it's a healthy addiction. But don't get me wrong. it's a stressful addiction because it's
But you're on a massive like cut and everything now. Like yours is, yes, it's enjoyable for you, but yours is.
It's an obsession.
Yeah.
And like Christine, family members.
But then that fuels it. So the cut, I can't do what he does, right? I've never been able to do it. I can eat clean, but that dedication to cut and eat, like, I've seen him kick off because he's got butter on his plate. Like, it's just a bit of butter, just eat it. I had to eat a buttered sandwich the other day and I was fuming. It come out and I was like, it's like crying as I'm eating a sandwich. I was like, I'm having butter. But it's that pain that reaps the reward, because that's the bit. It's the pain that. The value, the hard work that you put into that. Why would you go back when you've just spent 3 weeks of torturing yourself, not eating like why everyone else is having a nice Mars bar going, oh, Sash, like, I might have this battered, like throwing a bit of batter and have a battered Mars bar. And Sash was like, I'll just sit here on my little olives and
it's horrible though, because Christina, like, she paid for that breakfast and the butter come out and I was in a bad mood straight away. I was like, I don't want it. She went, what? And I was like, no, sleep, I'm not eating it. She was like, stop. We're out for a nice meal with the dog. Let's have some food. But in my head, I'm like, you've ruined everything. You've ruined my life. You put butter on my bread. I want to kick off. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But like I say, that's the part of the obsession side of it.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's mentally good. It's physically good. And if it wasn't doing that, like, it'd be doing something much worse.
Exactly. And it's not a thing like, it's not like you're never going to eat butter again. It's not like you're going to never,
I don't know. To me about butter.
Yeah.
Oh, come over there.
It's not like you're never going to, I don't know, probably never have a burger again, with all that sort of stuff in it.
Has to be programmed in. If I can program it, like we've spoken about this with everything. Like you can miss a day, you can do stuff as long as it's expected. If we put it in our list, or if we put it on our day where we're going to have off, not too bad. If it comes out of the blue where we can't control it, that's when it sends you crazy.
I think that's a bit, and I think that's as well. And while I remember, before we go off on a tangent or somewhere else, that's the only thing that I dislike about routine. That's the only thing. And hear me out. Routine is great. Don't get me wrong. You have routine, you've got your life in order and that. The best people in the world, they have routine. But if routine breaks for whatever reason, and you can't help that, some people just can't cope.
Well, that's it.
They can't cope.
That is the coping mechanism.
It's why I struggle to write a routine for the gym. So as much as I prefer to go into the gym on Friday, so now at the minute I'm trying to schedule around my running. And I want to try and schedule some days off.
You did have it the other day, and sorry to butt in, but you had it the other day with Donna, when Donna said to you, can we were going somewhere and it was at 11 o'clock and you started flapping because you was like, well, that's my gym time.
But at the same point, so that's my gym time. Gym time every day. Mm-hmm. But I don't, so certain parts I control. So like what I train. So I don't go chest on Monday, back on Tuesday, legs on thing. I freestyle my whole gym week for the reason that I don't like walking in the gym going, everyone's on the benches. What do I do? So now everyone's on the benches. Legs. Like literally, there's no plan. So what you're saying is you're 100% right.
Yeah.
When plans get broken, that's where agitation comes. So as much as I like to plan, it's really weird ADHD because like, give me structure and I will structure. Mm-hmm. Give me chaos and I will swim in shit. Like, and I will sink. But it's like I like to be structured to a certain point.
You
but
like chaos as well, though.
And then I'm the freestyle specialist. But if I've got something planned and you go, right, oh, by the way, sorry, that's not happening. You got to go over here. I'm going to go, fucking shit. Fuck. No, it doesn't. No. Yeah. I'm supposed to be over here. Like, and I'm trying to reach out for, no, you're going over here. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go.
But if you have 20 people in your company one day and they're all like, Neil, what are we doing today? This hasn't turned up. What are we going to do? You're sort it out. And
I used to run sites with 30 bricklayers and it literally, the minute something went wrong, I'd be like, my boss used to go to me years ago, Brendan Fly, he'd be like, I'll put you on the little jobs. No, the big jobs, but the big jobs are harder. No, the big jobs are more enjoyable because you can literally, if something goes wrong over here, you can just run over here and play over here and do something over here. We just build these 6 houses over here. No problem. Don't worry about that. It's like, it's like having plenty to fall back on.
And that's the superpower of ADHD. That's what you've always said to me. People look at ADHD in some ways, and there's probably cases out there that are, people obviously struggle with it, but that's what I think we're here to do today as well, and for the coming weeks and months and everything so on, is to actually show people that it's not a negative thing. You know, you can turn this into a massive positive, you know, a huge positive. We're all very active people. You know, we are. Like, you've been away from work for the last few weeks. I mean, like, literally, you're not even at home and that. And then when you are at home, you probably spend a couple of hours in the house because you're out doing this and off doing that and blah, blah, blah. You were the same. You know what I mean?
Avoiding his builder.
Yeah. His builder.
Somebody's been late with the media wall.
Oh, man. What an arsehole. You should
He's a fantastic carpenter, by the way.
Let us know the company. We'll plug him on here and get rid of him.
Daily interiors.
Yeah.
Shit interiors, we call them.
Yeah, shit interiors. But yeah, no, it's
So give me a positive of ADHD.
Positive. I'll give you.
Give me three positives.
So had I known this was coming, I wrote a thing and I'll share it on one of our later podcasts. I've done all the superpowers, but I'll give you a positive. Freestyle specialist. That's one.
Yeah, definitely.
Countless energy, like being able to turn. That's the trouble, right? It's how you look at it. So I understand the side of it where people say, because it's when you feel depleted, that's when you procrastinate. That's a big part of ADHD. But you get over it by just getting over it. It's like you've got to make.
Yeah.
I asked you a question, didn't I, recently? It was like, is it mental or physical movement first? Move physically for me. And I know you need both because we discussed that. If you move physically, it moves you mentally. So if you start doing something, you see improvement. So like, I'm sitting here, I'm in a room full of shit. I don't know where to start. Oh, fucking hell, and we all know, because I'm going to touch this, touch that, do this, do that, do that, do that. And before you know it, you're looking around and you're still in a room full of shit because you've only tidied up a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of that.
That's
because you go to bits to bit. Like you start doing this and you're like, I ain't done that yet, and you've not finished the first task. So you're now doing the second task that hasn't been done.
You can walk, so like Neil just said, I can walk from upstairs. You done it the other day with your headphones and that. You went to get your headphones at work and stuff. You went downstairs in the lift and you done this, you done that. You got chatting with someone else, done this, done that. Got into your van, went to drive home. I ain't even got my headphones. That's what I went back in for.
Yeah,
back up in the lift.
Killed me.
But it's that movement. I mean, you talk about that. I'm going to quickly flip to when Steve Dines took me to pick my van up. So we drove all the way from Leighton Buzzard to Edlesborough to pick my van up. I walked straight into the place. How you doing? Talked about ADHD with a woman behind the desk for 30 minutes. Took my keys, jumped back into Steve's car, drove back to Leighton Buzzard and got back to Leighton Buzzard and went, fuck, what? You forgot your van. We went there. The mechanic had just MOT'd it, and we literally went back and forgot to go. Got all the way home, realising I'd left my van because I sat there talking to some woman about
And
ADHD.
suppose in some people's eyes, these would be the disadvantages. Some people wouldn't be able to cope with that.
The point is that you can, once you get moving with ADHD, your energy levels increase all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
And the more you move, the more you can, and then you get into it, and then you hyper focus into it, and all of a sudden don't get me wrong, you've got to overcome something to do that. But to me, that's a massive advantage. It's a massive, massive advantage. And I don't know, I think it's an advantage sometimes to just say what you think. Life's a catch.
Within reason.
Within reason.
Yeah, within reason.
Not on the podcast, please.
I know. I'm already on a lifetime.
This is the perfect opportunity to say what you want.
So what would be a negative for you? What's the biggest negative for you at the moment?
Biggest negative for me. So at the minute, I've been struggling loads. So a negative is I've got so much. Again, do you remember the thing I said? I said it a little while, like today in this room. Is in this room. It seems like years ago because I've had about 17 million thoughts since. But it's that chaos. So give me chaos. Give me structure, and I'll keep it structured. Give me chaos. So at the minute, I've got so many aspirations of things that I want to do. I want to change my running plan. I want to change my gym plan. I've got stuff that I want to do for this podcast. I've got other stuff. I've got work stuff. I've got this stuff. And every night I sit there and I start that, jump onto that, jump onto that, jump onto that, jump onto that. And I reckon 2 weeks running now, I've not managed to complete one task.
Because you're doing multiple tasks at once.
Yeah.
Because I literally flick from, it's really weird because going where we want to go, I need my social media. But I also know social media is one of the things at the minute because Like I go and all of a sudden it flashes up and I click on it and then before you know it, you're scrolling 50 times and you click on it. Oh no shit, fucking back to what I was doing.
Yeah.
Facebook. Hi Neil.
But that's all part of their game plan. It's meant to be addictive and it's meant to keep you scrolling. So you just get caught up in the scroll, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Just imagine you had the ADHD and it come with the routine and it all went into one and everything, because that would be amazing. Like you could set out tasks and just like even doing this podcast, we have to, everybody knows that anybody that does a podcast, you have to upload it on Spotify. You've got all the social medias that you have to upload it onto and everything. And you might find bits that you might do a bit on that, do a bit on that. It'd be nice to just do a bit, tick. Do that one, tick. But it doesn't, your structure don't work like that when you're like this. It just doesn't. Like I said, I could go from upstairs to downstairs and all I want to do is go and get a bloody pair of socks on the air or whatever. And on the way down, I've hoovered, I've picked this up, I've wiped that bit of dust off of that, I've then put the rubbish in the bin, I've then done this, and you're
a lot cleaner than me, Neil, as we found out on the 950.
That's definitely
you're like a housewife.
Yeah, that's stemmed from, and that's learnt behaviour. That's learnt behaviour. People say like OCD.
Ashley whips him.
Yes, my wife.
That's a really hard way to teach someone.
That's from my mum. That's definitely from my mum.
Oh, your mum whips you?
Yeah, she whips me. She whips you as well.
I was going to say, I thought it was only me.
Yeah.
Well disappointed. Damn.
She is kinky.
She is old Conge. But yeah, no, that's definitely learnt behaviour. That's one of the things I believe in. Like you do learn from the people that you're around. That's why I say, oh, you're exactly like your brother, or you're exactly like your whatever.
The apple don't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, exactly.
You would make the perfect. I mean, if you're not single, but if you was single, there'd be a lot of women suitors wanting you because you cook, you clean, you can do DIY. You're basically in my eyes,
God!
the perfect man.
I planned a whole month for being gay, and I thought, I'm going to marry Dan.
Mate, from these socials, everyone's going to think, that'd be great. Yeah, he lived with me for a little while. My wife will tell you different.
And another little bonus, we've seen him in his pants, haven't we?
Oh, you have, yeah.
And
I think most people have seen him in pants.
I was going to say, it looked like he had a couple of football socks out there.
They was running socks and they was missing, and my feet got blisters because I couldn't find them socks. All because Dan's ADHD ego.
That was my fault.
Wanted to look like, the mighty ego.
Just stretching it out,
Can anyone see anything down here, boys?
Out doing star jumps in the middle of a field impressing sheep. Like,
middle of Edinburgh.
Not weird.
That was a great day. That was all a great day. But I remember that. I remember that one specifically because of the food, the meal that I cooked you, and that's the day that I cooked you that steak and that. And that
rub it in that I didn't cook him. I was giving him flapjacks.
No, he upped the game after though, didn't he? When I left, he did up the game. Yeah.
I had flapjacks on toast the next day.
Yeah,
with a bit of garnish, a little bit of salt, pepper.
Yeah,
which actually ruined my flapjack. Thanks, Dan.
I think that's another thing of ADHD as well. Sasha, like I'm not gonna. I don't know how you are when it comes to like an email and stuff. I'm not stupid. I'm not. When it comes to an email and sending or signing up to something like that, I just pass it to my wife. I'm like, I can't be bothered to deal with that. I'm not dealing with that. You do that. If it comes to going, you got to go and move that 10 ton of stones out in the back garden and put them out to there. Oh, cool. I've got to do that. Yeah. It's not a problem, Or we come to like doing whatever. But yeah, it comes to them sort of things. You're amazing with that.
I like admin.
When it comes to like all the hotels and everything that you had to book along the way and this, that, and the other. I used to think,
he's got shares in the Hilton.
Yeah, that is true.
I can tell that.
And if he don't, he does now.
Does anyone else want to stay in the Hilton? Because they can use my code.
Yeah. We had a hotel next door.
We was on day 5 and I went, this is our 5th fucking Hilton. I'm sick of them. Cookies, get free cookies.
The gym.
I got you a bathtub. Come on.
Got me bath salts. I stuck all in one bath. That's not an ADHD thing. What do you do with these bath salts? I know instructions. Fuck it.
£5 for some bath salts. I was like
£5 a night bath.
I walked in there and my eyes started watering. I went, where are the bath salts? He went, what bath salts? He went, they're all in there. I went, it was a pack. It was like a 5 litre pack.
Yeah, I see it. It took the paint off the walls.
But you're talking about emails and reading up on subscriptions. Like I say, I looked at the back and I said, what do I do with this?
I'm going to throw it all
Sasha,
in.
I know he's in the gym, isn't he? I just tip the whole fucking lot in and see what happens. Whisk it around and he's right. my eyes were stinging for days. It was
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ.
But it took your mind off your feet, didn't it?
There's never a
Oh, it
dull day
definitely
when
did.
you're around Neil, and it amplifies if it's all three of us in the room together.
And then I'll answer another one in your question, and I'll just give you a simple answer. Advantage of ADHD, because let's bear in mind we've just gone on a 15-minute tangent of
Yeah.
one question, so
Yeah.
that was good. 950. You ain't doing 950. I don't care. You're either some souped up sportsman that's probably got ADHD, or you've got ADHD. You can't just
Yeah.
Well,
you can't just go from bodybuilder in 4 years to running 950 miles. I couldn't run a mile 4 years before, so let's all have it right. So
Yeah.
just so people understand this, it was roughly 47 miles each day.
yeah.
It was
And
fucking
how
so
many
hard.
hours was it a day?
So on a good day, we was doing, so our best day was 10 and a half hours.
Yeah.
That was when we had good roads. When we started hitting them shitty A roads where I kept having to mount the curbs and mount the verges and slow, we was doing 16, 17 hour days some days.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
torture.
And like, no word of a lie, it was starting at 5 a.m. When every day you weren't getting
Yeah.
back till 10. And
You-
then by the time you've done your feet,
I
you
was
looked
sleeping
after
at
them.
one.
You was
two.
3 hours a night sleep.
It was average 3
and that
hours
was
a night.
3 to 4 hours, and that was a good night's sleep.
No, for
4
me,
hours.
that is an ADHD superpower.
Well, there's an
Yeah,
ADHD
100%.
superpower right there, because I'm just going to go with a thought that I had, which was another thing that came out of it, which was one of the questions is, how did you do that? Because we was 3 hours sleep every night, all of us.
Yeah.
Like literally. And I'm like, people said, how'd you do that? And I said, well, one of the powers of ADHD is you manage to normalize everything. So a new habit, I created a new habit. I knew I had to normalize it. What choice did we have but to normalize it? Because if I went out at 7 and had a lie-in, it means we're finishing later, which means we're going to bed later, which means we're just always pushing it out
Yeah,
till we
yeah.
either miss a day or we like thing.
But it was funny though, wasn't it? Because what made me laugh is because we was in that routine, when Chris come out, Chris is one of your friends, one of your business partners, he was still in bed. Me and you, the alarm goes off, bang, we are
Yeah.
up, we are
Up,
gone.
done.
He's still laying there. He's only done one day.
Yeah.
He's fucked.
Yeah.
We've done, well, I say I've done, I didn't.
I know you've done.
But just in regards to sleeping.
I generally
Yeah.
had, right, so advantage of ADHD, right, here we go. I generally say, right, that your job was harder than mine. So as much as physically it ripped the shit out of my feet and it like my legs were cool, I trained for it, it was all good. But you don't train for mental tiredness of putting your foot, like I'd be on the motorway and I go, oh, and I'm drifting and I'm falling asleep. It's a hard job mentally. So people talk to me about ADHD burnout and they go, oh, you're going to burn out, you're going to burn out. And you can't physically burn me out. Mentally, I'll have a mental meltdown. I'll burn. When my brain's going 100 miles an hour, when you're sitting in a camper van and your brain's going, right, I've got to make sure he's got somewhere to stay, got to make sure he's got his food, got to make sure he's this, got to make sure he's that, got to make sure. And then you got me bitching at you every 5 minutes and you're like, and changing the way I feel, because I feel differently every second of the day. And now you've got to adjust to this and you're like fucking, but then you're driving as well and you're like trying to think and then you're trying to fit and then you fitting in bits of work in between.
And then there's
that's
no
a draining
real
job, mate. Like that's draining.
It was quite tiring, but it's, again, I don't know why, but I loved it.
It was a challenge.
I quite like planning.
I think because the chaos as well. We all you all strive in a little bit of chaos and that.
I like surprises in a way. Like, I like to plan stuff. Like I said, I like my routine, but I also like someone to say to me, "Okay, we're going here off the cuff," which is
when
like my
you're
job.
in the midst of
Yeah.
adversity, it's so enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like when you've got no time to think, like you're just in it. Like it's like being in a police chase, isn't it? When you're young, you're getting chased by the police and you just got to think on your feet. Shit, next corner, turn left, turn right. All of a sudden you're running into a wall. Shit, running into a wall, go on, quick, up the wall, fucking like it's exciting. Like you're freestyling every movement.
We didn't know what was going to happen from 1 minute to the next.
No,
and it was
definitely not.
It was hilarious. There were so many things that happened. We'll get
And
into
you know,
some of the
and
stories as
oh
well.
my god, the podcast, the episodes that are going to come out later on of some of the things that happened, and we could, I think we could create a year's worth of podcast just on the 950, what we did, not even a preparation, just the actual 21, 22 days that it actually went on for, just on that alone. So much happened. It was unreal. And for me, it was just a massive eye opener. It was just a massive eye opener of what I wanted to do next. Even this, us doing this, it was sort of, let's face it, without the 950, it could have been another challenge or whatever, or it could have been like, we've done multiple marathons. We've done, I think in total I've done maybe...
We did 3 on the trot.
So we've done 3 in 1 month.
Yeah.
I think I've done
3 in 3 weeks.
I think I've done maybe 6 full marathons, I think. Something like that, and then like a load of halves and stuff like that in between, So
I ran my first marathon.
Yeah, what was that?
I've done 3 marathons.
I ran my first marathon
in 3 weeks. Don't want to brag.
2021, and I've run 13 marathons.
Yeah.
But I ran my first one in 21.
Is that bad, yeah?
Oh, I can't.
You got to say something
I'm
else
not
now.
even going.
Yeah,
I'm the weirdo
Just
when
say
it
I'm
comes
better
down
than
to
you.
I did it at 3
Yeah.
foot tall.
I'm so much better than you.
Every marathon
exactly.
my legs are so small. Every marathon I run's like 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I can't beat
I run 4 marathons in 1.
Dan wins.
Because my legs, I do 2 steps when it is 1.
I can't argue that. I literally can't argue that. Then he has to drag that big ball bag around.
Yeah, exactly.
A space opera.
Extra weight. Yeah, I wish I could use it as space opera next time.
Over the shoulder.
What about you then, Dan? So we're not, obviously you haven't been fully diagnosed, but we assume you're mental.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what would you say you've got, if you've got anything? Is it ADHD? Is it OCD? And
Definitely not OCD, because I think I have OCD, but I think that, again, I've said earlier on, I think that's from my learned behaviour, definitely. That's how I feel. But there are things.
What's one of your weird quirks?
My weird quirks. So weird ways, actually, and it's funny you say that, because your Mrs. Christina, she taught me how to not deal with one of them the other day, and it's actually a really good thing. So at night time, I'll go to
What did you do with my missus at night time?
Well, you don't want to know. You was away for 2 weeks.
You want me to step out? Do you want me to step out of the room?
You was away for 2
We've
weeks.
gone from don't tell Sasha to
yeah, exactly.
I'm confused.
We're all friends now. So at night time, little things like I will go to the back door. I'll lock the door.
My missus is back
This is
door.
getting really bad now. I've heard too much.
Fucking hell.
And then I go to the front door. No. So I'll go to the back door. I'll lock
Neil's
the back
round
door.
here.
And I know I've locked it now. Yeah. So I know I've locked the back door. I walk away from the back door and I lock the front door. But I know I've done it. I've done it 5 seconds ago. But I walk back to it to check it. But I know I've done it. And Christina said to me the other day, she was like, you need to do something that's distinctive that will make you remember. And I was like, what do you mean? She went, like a sound. I said, okay. She was like, so when you lock the back door, when you lock the back door, she said, do a sound. So my sound is... I lock the back door, I do that noise, and I can't forget that I've done that noise now. So I know I've locked that back door, and it fucking works.
But did you remember to do the noise but forget the door?
You know,
Oh, no one give you that
one
fault, did they?
time I went up to the door and locked it, and there was a pigeon there went, and I thought I've locked it, and I didn't fucking lock it, and we got robbed.
So I taught her that one. In regards to locking the car, because to lock the car, I used to do a monkey noise.
She's a 4 feet.
And it was just like, you know what? It was so smart, and it fucking worked. So I can't even remember where he was. There you go. That's the ADHD.
That's one of your
words.
words.
Learnt behaviour, I think, through OCD, but obviously, yes,
but then that is an ADHD trait, because what happens is, on the way to doing the door, you thought about probably 17,000 things. By the time you get back from the door, you had so many thoughts, you don't remember doing
it. Yeah, exactly.
So it's not actually necessarily.
Definitely,
Because OCD is more obsessive compulsive. Like, I've got to do this to Dan all day.
Oh, yeah.
Which happens quite a lot. It's happening live on podcasts. But do you know what I mean?
Like, isn't it?
And if I don't do it like again, and again, and again, something bad's going to happen.
This is why we should have drove one car here.
Yeah. Get it out of your system.
Exactly.
Keys in the bowl.
Keys in the bowl, yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it's a standard traits and stuff. But since knowing you and Neil and that, I definitely use it as a positive. 100% use it. I want to stay here all day. We've been in here right now. And I don't give a shit. I'll say it. We've been in here for like 45 minutes just chatting. I could stay in here for 4 days just chatting about this and like get everything off your chest and that, because people don't understand.
This is your therapy session.
And my little girl at home and stuff, she'll say, my stepdaughter Peyton, she will say to me, oh, he's ADHD in. And they all say it to me, and they can tell by just the way I am in the house and stuff. But then you have days, and it's just how I am. I'll have days where I'll be in the kitchen for like 2 hours, and I'll be on my phone. I'll be reading emails. I'll be doing a quote on my phone. I'll be writing some bits down, this, that, and the other. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, I've been standing in the kitchen for the last 2 fucking hours doing this. Like, I mean, my wife's on the sofa just chilling out, watching telly and that. She'd had a long day at work, whatever. And I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, and that's when you realise, you know, and there's some days I do have like that. And then some days I do come home and I'm like, okay, I can chill out now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think also, I don't want to, do you ever feel like, well, you don't. Do you ever feel like if you're sitting there for too long, you're like, oh, this is lazy. I need to do something.
I get it all the time.
I was done. A thing at the minute is because we got something that sits in the sofa, divides us, keeps us apart. Nice. It sits there, and I just every now and then I do that. And she's like, "Can you stop it? Can you just go and do something?" Because I have to. I just got to do something just to feel like I did something. Yeah. And the dog will be sitting there, and I'll go like that just to wake the dog up. Like, did you have to wake the dog up? Well, yeah, because now I can play with the dog and stroke the dog and like.
I speak to you.
Yeah.
I do it every morning. I walk into the stepdaughter's bedroom, just go and wake her up. She's like, "Why are you waking her up for? Why are you waking her up?"
Yeah. I want some love.
Why not? I just want to talk to someone. Yeah, just like wake her up.
I just need someone to talk to.
But yeah, no, there's so many benefits. Like before meeting used to treat it as a superpower. Definitely. Obviously,
there is negative. Like I say, there's definitely negatives.
100%. Of course, there is.
100%. It can be exhausting sometimes.
It's very hard. Mm-hmm. It's better to know. So I told you. So when I first got diagnosed, it used to just be a standing joke. And I actually thought it was a standing joke, by the way. I generally didn't for 1 minute think I had ADHD. I remember when I first got diagnosed and I'm telling people and I'm going, yeah, fucking hell, I got diagnosed ADHD. And they went, no shit. And I went, what? They went, no shit. And I went, what are you talking about? What? They went, what, you didn't know? I went, not really, no. So why'd you go and get diagnosed? I said, because it was a standing joke. And I just thought, maybe I'll just get diagnosed. And it come back, I am. And like, Donna used to say to me, do you really need to get diagnosed? And she went, what difference will it make? I went, I don't know. I just feel like, and do you know what? It's a game changer, not just for me, for her. Yeah. So just me understanding myself, because my whole life unravels backwards now. I'm like, that's why I did. That's why I did. That's why I'm like that. That's why I like stroking myself.
It'd have been more crazy if he come back and said he ain't got it.
Yeah. This is
you shit yourself.
Because it's about dementia. And if it turns out you haven't got it, what have you got? And I think, it must just be mental.
Yeah. Get locked up.
From her point of view, it's just like, it stops so many arguments in my house. It's unreal.
Yeah, it does.
Like, because back in the day, like Donna would go to me, would you wash up for me? And I'd go out to wash up. I think I'm not going to use washing up because I love washing up. Can you empty the bin? So I'd go out to empty the bin. On the way to the bin, I'd see there's loads of cups. I'd pick the cups up. I think, they need to go on the side. Put them on the side and think, well, while I'm here, I might as well wash them up. So I'd wash all the cups up. While I'm there, I'll just wipe the sides. Oh, look, that needs doing, that needs doing. She'd come in about an hour later and go, did you empty the bin? And I go, no. She go,
new kitchen.
I asked you to do one job. And I'm like, she's offended because I didn't do the one job. And now my back's up because I've done 50 fucking jobs. I thought I was being impressive because I thought, empty the bin. Look what I've done. The whole house is sparkling like Mary Poppins style.
You didn't do the one
and
thing.
The fucking bins heaving. So like, and then she's like, but now she'll come in and I'll be juggling all these plates and spinning things and doing like and all that and washing up and all that. And she'll go, yeah, you didn't do the bin, did you? And it's funny. It makes a laugh out of it because she actually knows. It's because my brain is so busy and so active.
Yeah.
You're not doing it to be rude. You're not doing it to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Literally, you're just doing what's in your head at the time.
She's the same. She's exactly the same, Ashley is. She knows now, you know what I mean? But Ashley, you know, being like a coach herself and stuff, she gets it. You know what I mean? She understands all, you know.
It's massively helped me. Like I said this to you a few times, like whenever I made a mistake or whenever I messed up with ADHD. So for example, yesterday, leaving my headphones upstairs, going downstairs, remembering I've left my headphones, going back upstairs, chatting to someone, then going back downstairs and then driving off in the van and going, you still ain't got your headphones. You went up there twice.
That's the reason you went up there for them.
Yeah. So that would have sent me mad. I'd have been driving home, talking to myself, going, you're an idiot. Like there's something wrong with your brain.
Yeah.
You need to get help. There's something not right. But now I know what it is. I go, ADHD. And it actually chills me out. So that diagnosis just...
You can laugh about it.
Yeah, it does make me laugh. Like I say to Christina, you never guess what I just done.
Yeah.
And she goes, you're an idiot. I go, oh no, thank you, bye.
It's the funny actually, because I've started going, well, you notice I'm going back into like, I used to love poetry when I was young. And it all comes from rapping, doesn't it? And whatever else. But what I've noticed is
you've spit some bars.
You've got to do it a million miles an hour. Pass me the paper, pass me the pen. If you got a chicken, must have a hen.
Oh, God.
Put him on the spot.
I swear to God, honestly, I've never met a person that's quicker with words than Neil. Do not ever. We have group chats and
pass
stuff.
me the pepper, pass me the sauce. I might be a donkey, but this guy's a horse.
he has. We've got a guy in the group chats. One of them and that for the all the challenges and everything, and he challenged Neil one day to a rap off. Well, that's the worst thing he ever done.
Who was
honestly.
that? Oh, that was Sean.
Sean challenged it,
Sean
and it literally just like he just gave up. He was like, "Yeah, fair enough. I'm not going to win this, am I?" And yeah,
I don't know. Sasha's all right at making some bars. He's done some little spits.
I think they've learned from you, a lot of people as well.
What to just
to
focus,
just
focus,
to
forward, focus,
be a
focus, forward, focus, must forward, focus. Oh yeah, got to go work.
But this, I think a lot of this help other people as well, isn't it? That's why, try and help other people. Hopefully, we'll have people come into the podcast as well.
And it's learning as well, because like we're still ADHD virgins, so to speak. Like we think we've mastered it. Like I sit there some days and I think I've mastered it, but I meet so many people, and like we know the positive side of it. I speak to people that are so downbeat, and I think, fuck, like I'm sitting there making out that there's all these superpowers to it, which I do believe. I solely believe, and I'm telling you now, like look for the positives, not the negatives. I think every adverse has like every bit of negative has a reverse on it, and you can reverse it to be a positive. But then you speak to people that are so downbeat about it, and I'm like, I just don't know how to lift you up. Like I generally don't know, apart from like pick you up, shake you, take you out, which is where I think the space that we might create now, like where people can talk freely and we can all learn off each other. Because you're slightly different to me. Like we're quite similar, but slightly different. Chris, who I hope we'll get in one day from the Ollie Foundation, fascinating guy. He's ADHD. He's very similar to me. Like when he talks to me, it's like, and it's really weird to say.
He's a very calming guy, though. He's so like nice.
But he's also not like me, because he's a bit more. More reserved.
This is what's interesting about the ADHD, because let's say we've all got it, but we've all got it in different ways. And I think that's why we come together and we work so hard together, because we've all got different things that we're good
100%.
at. And but we've all got ADHD still, and it all benefits us, but it also hinders us in certain ways as well.
Oh, my God.
We've got the best part. The best part about, I speak about that, is a lot of people with ADHD, like you have a disagreement with someone and then you leave them and you think, I fucking hate you. Like, I really fucking hate you. And your brain automatically goes into hate mode.
Yeah.
And like, but me and Sasha, I think it's because we're both the same. We'll have a heated discussion because we're both passionate, and we appreciate that with ADHD comes passion. But then we'll get to the end of it and go, oh, how was your day yesterday, right?
Yeah.
You have a nice thing? Yeah. I have nice shoes, mate. But
We're full on going at it like, fuck you,
2 seconds ago, we might as well have been.
Shall we have a hug?
Yeah. Not once do I walk away thinking, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, delete his number.
You're both big characters as well. You're both like big characters and stuff. There's
very competitive.
It's that's the problem as well. We're both super competitive. And especially with regards like gym and training and whatever.
100% that all comes into play.
And the thing is, what we both do works. So we both do something that's working for you, and I'm doing this and it's working for me. So in my idea, well, mine's working. But you're like, but mine's working. Yeah. Like, but mine's better. No, mine's better.
Yeah.
We're like two kids.
And then the bottom of it is,
brothers.
Have you fucking tried mine?
No.
But have you tried mine? No.
But it is good. It is good. Going back to that as well, what you said then, I think this was going to be one of your questions. So if somebody is struggling, someone's going through a real hard time, what advice would you give them?
Whoa, that was the question I was going to ask. I was going to ask
I've stolen it. I just got that. That's one of mine.
Remember that thing I said a minute ago where I said, like, fucking hate you.
Take it all back. Delete it.
If I could say something to someone. So the first thing I'm going to say, when you're ready, let's talk about it. Yeah. That's it. Because there's nothing I can say to them. What I mean by let's talk about it is I want to create the space where they feel confident and comfortable to talk about it, because I don't think the answer is going to come from me. The answer is going to come from you. Yeah. So by me telling them what they should be thinking, if they've generally got ADHD or OCD or any sort of neurodiverse thing, the first thing they're going to think is, wind your neck in, mate, you know, fuck all about me, in their mind. Mm-hmm. Whereas if I open a space and say, when you're ready, let's talk. Like, what's going on for you? What's going on in your mind? They'll have the answers themselves. So yeah, that's the.
It's asking the right questions. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, and I think just that. When you're ready, let's talk. You tell me, like, what's going on? What's going on for you? And I think they'll answer their own thing. So.
Mine is something that should be one of you two answers, and that, because I admit you two are a lot more active, like.
Sexually.
Yeah, sexually, definitely.
Yeah, that's because you're a shit show.
We're stallions.
You're a lot more active when it comes to like, the gym.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Donkeys have got more energy.
You go to the gym all the time.
What are you doing
don't
in
miss
my
it. But me, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I've signed up to the gym. I used to go to the gym a lot. I don't now. But my advice would be to somebody is to just do something. Get out there. Go for a walk. You know, that is huge. Get yourself out there, go for a walk. Do not, like we've all been guilty of this one. If you wanted to contact someone, you've left it for so long and you think, oh, I'm just going to bury my head. I ain't going to contact that person. It's gone now. Just do it. Trust me, because you know the benefits and how you feel afterwards is fucking insane. You know, just do not. If you've got something that you want to do, and you know within reason, it's a good thing. It might not be good for everybody. Do it. If it's going to make you feel good, just do it. Be positive.
As long as it's not murdering.
Yeah. Well, it depends on you murdering.
You know, touching people. If it feels good, just do it. Just go for it. That's what we're going to say on this podcast.
Yeah,
we believe
good, just go for it. Anything goes. You know what I mean?
I genuinely want to watch this podcast back and see how many times I touched Dan now.
And see how many times I laughed. And see how many times I smiled when he done it.
1 minute he was here, the next minute he was here. And I just went like that and he's down here. Like, but yeah, I don't know anyone that straps their thing to their leg like that to stop it going up.
I've had to put it
Or is that them painted on jeans?
Yes, and painted on ones.
That is good advice, to be fair.
Yeah, like I said to you earlier on, when's the last time I'm not on about going to the gym and stuff. I'm just on about just even going outside. I've had it before. Like I've been inside the house and I feel grumpy. And I'm like, oh man, I feel so grumpy. Like I'm going to do this and that. And I've gone out into the back garden. 5 minutes later, I feel all right. And I'm like, and it's just being outside, getting a bit of sun in your eyes. You know what I mean? Like on your face and that.
This the other day.
Yeah,
it helps. Creates mood.
Yeah, of course it does.
You know, sitting there wallowing in your own sweat, watching Netflix all day. You know, I mean, I like watching Netflix.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I enjoy doing that. You know what I mean?
But sometimes you're just sitting in the dark room, on your own, watching Netflix.
Well, I've got a lot of people now, and getting to my age and stuff. Yeah, I will be, mate. You can watch yourself. You get into my age, I've got a lot of friends now that have come out and stuff. Like maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, come out of the closet. No, they've come out and they haven't like. They used to be like geezers down the pub. I mean, doing all this, doing all that. And I've got a lot of people that have started like running. A lot of people that started like training for like a half marathon. A lot of people that are doing, and that's what I think 5-6 years ago, I probably wouldn't have been even on board with this podcast. Would have thought, fucking, I ain't doing that. I mean, going in the room and talking about my problems. Why ain't I going to do that? Talking about this, that, and the other. I ain't going to do that. And now, when you reach a certain age and stuff and that, and maybe in maturity, I don't
55,
know. Yeah. 36 still?
36, still 36.
Yeah, 36. You just you don't get, you just like, that's the main thing. Once you get over what people think about you and whatever, that's when you start to live a mad life, then just do the things you want to do. So just get out there and just actually get some exercise in, do the things that you want to do and that. Be positive. Surround yourself with people that are not talking about their fucking problems all the time. Literally.
That's what we're doing.
No, we're not. We're bigging it up. I can't think less. I can't think of anything worse of going down to the pub or going for a coffee.
Just moaning about everything.
Going to the driving range with a mate and all they do is moan about your life and you're like, what the fuck are you doing to change it?
They're energy vampires.
You know what I mean?
They drain you.
Yeah, fair enough, people have got problems, but if you're working on them, cool, fair enough. If you're just literally doing the same thing, definition of insanity, you know what I mean, just doing the same thing and expecting to change, mate, go away.
If nothing changes, nothing changes.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't sit there and go, okay.
Exactly.
I
What are
want
you going to
different
do?
shoes.
You know,
Yeah.
you get the same with losing weight. I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight, and then you're sitting there eating a donut.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to lose weight?
I'm guilty of that. I want to lose weight. I want to do this. I want to. You know what I mean? I look at you and Neil and stuff, and I think, oh man, you know what I mean? Like, I'd love to. Like, I mean, I'd go to the gym, and I'm thinking, innit? I'm thinking, go to the gym and stuff. But then, that's a lot of fucking work. But at the same time, I'm like, well, but I don't moan about it.
But you've
I
done
don't
it.
say to myself, I've done it. I've been there. I don't moan about it. I don't say to myself,
depends what
I
time
want to
you
look
are.
like Neil and Sasha, but I don't want to go to the gym. I just want to look like them. Well, you ain't gonna fucking happen, then, is it, dickhead?
Shave
Know
your
what I mean?
fucking hair off then.
Yeah, shave your hair off.
But this is the thing. Especially nowadays, everyone wants a cheat code.
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
wance
yeah.
an easy option. You know, you got the
Course they do.
jabs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
which,
yeah.
yeah, they do.
But then it takes the reward away because
Yeah.
the enjoyment's
you haven't
gone.
worked for it. You
Yeah.
haven't worked for it.
Generally, do you really want? So that's what I say. Do you want the 6-pack? Like just. Or do you want to work?
Get the implant.
Do you
You
want
get the implant, can't
the
you?
feeling you get from doing it? Yeah. Like, or do you
Yeah.
want the feeling you get from doing it? Because for me, it's not
Yeah.
the results as much. Don't get me wrong. Look good, feel good. But at the same point, if you're not reaping
Yeah.
the rewards of
Yeah,
And it's a
but
stress
that's-
release.
it's the sweat equity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have to put sweat, blood thing into it.
Yeah,
to,
but
to
that
enjoy it.
can change as well. That can change. Like, let's face it. Are you two ever? And I hope I'm not myself as well. Are you two ever going to be fucking 30 stone? Big old fat geezers just wallowing and eating in your own
In my
fucking
coffin.
Yeah, exactly.
My coffin's
That ain't
gonna be
gonna
big.
happen
When
to
you
you,
tell
is
me
it?
I've got like 30 days left to live. I'm going to go. I'm going
Let's
off the
face
rails.
it, that's not going to
Oh,
happen
I'm
to you
going off
guys.
the
But
rails.
it could happen to you if you literally cheated. Now, no offense to anybody who's done that or whatever, but they're just going like a weight loss sort of stuff and that. You know what I mean? Like, because then it could come back onto them quite easily, couldn't it?
I've got nothing wrong with people using jabs and stuff as a tool, but not as the thing that's the
Yeah, not
main.
as the-
Yeah.
You know, like,
I know
I'm
people-
going to do a shitload of it, and
Yeah.
I don't have to go to the gym.
Yeah, because
No,
then you're just going to gain it back.
Well, you go, how do you feel?
Yeah.
I feel sick. I'm
Yeah,
throwing
yeah,
up
yeah.
in the day. Well, how much have you done? I've done X amount. That's way too much. If you just took a little bit
Yeah.
and go to the gym, you're getting the best of both
Yeah,
worlds
yeah,
then.
yeah,
But
yeah.
people don't want that. They
No.
want all, people think take steroids.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wake up like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of effort that has to go into it. Your diet's got to be right.
Yeah.
Everything has to be, on the level.
Yeah, of course it does.
So we're going to go ticking, but I've got about 8 questions I wrote out. So my first, I'm going to ask Dan first because I've got a question for Sasha. But my question to you, because you're a chef, is
Not quite.
if I was a plate of food,
Yeah.
what would be on that plate and why?
Fuck. I mean, I can't. There's
You're quite
there's no
good.
way that I could put Neil down to one meal. Neil is not one meal. He's a buffet. He's got so many different
And all you can eat.
so many different personalities. It's unreal. But for me personally, it'd be a comfort food. He's Italian food because for me, what he's done, he's so soppy, you're all gay now. Don't care.
Yeah.
He's just one of the best geezers that I
Another
know. So
opportunity.
he's Neil's a for me, he's a big fat pasta dish. Because he's just my comfort food. So yeah. But at the same
Apart
time,
from my
yeah,
sick
for
bucket.
anyone else, he's just a mental he's just a madness.
Does that cost me another 50?
I mean, to be fair, yeah, if you've ever seen Meals on Wheels, then you would know what kind of a meal he is. And that was tuna, yogurt, grapes, dog food, eggs,
Anything
all
you
blended
want.
up into one and drunk.
He doesn't care what he eats as long as he's eating something.
He don't care what he eats. He ain't got a clue. He doesn't care
I
as
lost
long as you're eating
enjoyment for
something.
food a long time ago. It's
Yeah, for me, Neil's my comfort food, but he's definitely a
And
buffet.
What questions should I pick? I had a couple of
Madness.
questions for Sasha, but what one should I pick? Right. What is the most Neil thing you've seen me do?
The most Neil thing I've seen you do.
The most Neil thing you've seen me do?
When today?
Well,
In the last
I mean,
minute.
to be fair, there has been one today. He's gone to go to the toilet. He's gone to the staff room. That was quite a good one.
In the last month or so, maybe something like that.
I mean, the best one for me that's very relevant to where we are today.
Brilliant.
And I think
Where's
you guys
this
know
going?
where I'm going with this one. So basically, when you start a podcast, you have
Oh,
to
no. No.
There's certain rules you've got to follow. One of them rules is don't delete the server.
Yeah.
No, So basically, we had to get onto the server,
Right.
upload the theme
Should I
tune, upload the videos, upload this, blah, 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 blah.
And it was all left to Neil.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Can I just point out, right? I'm the oldest guy in this room.
I know you're 36.
I'm the most uncomputer literate person in this room, but yet somehow it all landed on my lap. I've done all the uploading, and I was doing a great job. I've set up YouTube. I set up
average.
Yeah.
I was so pleased with myself. Anyway, this podcast studio's got this thing called Notion, and basically we had to upload stuff on Notion. I got up at 4 o'clock every morning. I went for my run. I come back. I had to upload a few things on it and try and set a date on the calendar. And I thought, I'll go on there. And I looked and I see this thing and it said something ADHD podcast. And I thought, they've got the fucking name wrong. Fuck it. So I started deleting everything and I started clearing all the folders and deleting it. And then I got to a name and I thought, that's quite a famous person's name. This don't feel right. That I'm deleting other people's, I think. And I just carried on deleting. Then I went into the back files, deleting.
Invoices.
And I just carried on deleting. And I knew, there was a part of me, I knew that I was wrong. And then I got halfway through the day and Stuart, such a nice guy.
Who's Stuart?
Stuart's the guy that runs the studio. And I got this email and it was so polite. I mean, I spent too long trying to find it.
I remember what it said. It said something like, can you please stop touching stuff on Notion? You've deleted all the invoices.
Neil, could you please stop touching? Can I just ask that you don't touch anything in the back room for now, please, until we sort this out? You've deleted everyone's files. And I'm like, no.
So all the people that were doing the podcast, their calendar dates, invoices,
just somehow.
Stuff that, he doesn't even know how he made it onto that bit of Notion.
We got to a point where this is how good it was. I mean, if you ever want a server watch or anything, I'm your guy, but don't ask me to do it twice, because Sasha went, show me what you did. And I went, I don't fucking know. I don't even know how I got in there. I was because I couldn't get in there for ages, and I was so happy with myself that I'd managed to actually get in.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, of course, when I see and then I knew at one point I was doing wrong, and it was just like that.
All stemmed because there was a podcast that was similar to this. And he thought, that's not my podcast, and deleted it.
Pure ADHD. Because like we were saying, he got into something, he was really proud of himself, and he's like, right, now I'm going to work. I'm going to get to work. I'm not going to finish till I'm done. So he just starts deleting everything. Like, that can go. I'm smashing this, but that can go.
Only happened to Neil.
It was great that I literally see it, and as much as I thought, shit, I was like, fucking hell. Like, I'm pissing myself. I'm like, oh my God, I knew I shouldn't have done it.
Then we didn't know if we'd be allowed back on, because we hadn't heard from Stuart.
Back on, we ain't been on yet. We hadn't been on.
We didn't hear from Stuart for a while, and we were like, are we going to have to find a new podcast studio to go to? Right. I need to say to Neil, do not touch it. Let me and Dan do this, man.
Just show up.
And then we booked it, didn't we? And I was like, they kept going to me, have you heard anything from Stuart? Yeah, well, you fucking ask him. He wants to kill me, I think.
But luckily, he was very understanding.
Oh, he was cool. He was cool.
And it was all
we laughed about it, and we're all good, aren't we?
We're here today.
We are all good.
And I've got a question for you too as well.
Go for it.
Oh, great.
So, Danny, you can go first.
Yeah.
If you could have an extra body part or an organ, what would it be and why?
He always has the weirdest question, isn't it?
It's relevant to nothing.
I'd rather be a plate of food right now.
I'd have an extra eye so I could see my beautiful wife more. Is that what she wrote down to say? No, joking. I'd definitely be an extra leg, wouldn't it? Know what I mean? Definitely.
What, a third leg?
You've got an extra leg.
No.
Selfish.
Yeah, but then I can have four. Then I can have four. Imagine the marathon times I could do with them. Yeah. Extra leg for me. What's yours going to be?
Am I answering the same question?
Back at you, Neil.
Right. If I could have an extra body part, does the brain count?
Well, extra.
It's an organ.
Yeah, it's an organ. Well, is it? Yeah.
We'll have to get the scientific book out.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We're not straight A students and stuff, by the way, guys. So
it's all to do with photosynthesis. Don't look at that.
Yeah, do you remember that? Photosynthesis. Who's in the picture? I'd have an extra brain so that I could think before I did anything.
Imagine him with two brains. Oh my God.
A normal brain or another ADHD brain.
I think I'd just like to know how other people think, because that's what this is all about, right? This is what we're here for now, is to work out how other people, because like we're calling it normal brain, but I'm calling it a personality trait.
Neurotypical.
I'm just calling it. I call it a personality trait. My personality trait is I'm ADHD, and we know what ADHD. So anyone that doesn't know what ADHD stands for, it's attention deficit. Hey Dan, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, exactly.
You're good. Like, that's
not bad. No, that's
so it's,
and you got diagnosed with both, didn't you?
Yeah,
Just so we know.
inattentive and hyper focused.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like
Neil's sitting in this room, and that's how different we all are. In this room right now, if we all wore Apple Watches like I'm wearing right now, we would see how many calories Neil has lost since he's been in this room, and how much we've lost. Because I notice things, and we've sat here, and Neil has not stopped moving his legs since we've been in here, and that's just how he is. And that's what you're going to get when we're doing this podcast.
And this is a good
you're going to get the real us, and that is it.
As I can talk about it now, because this will probably be aired. So I'm going on I got an award for the 950, and they filmed me back in whenever it was, a couple of months ago, just before Arsenal Burnley, and literally the first thing the guy said to me, so they're filming me and I'm sitting there in a chair and I'm doing this with my feet, and he stopped the camera and he went, mate, can I just ask you? He said, can you stop doing that with your feet? And I'm explaining, mate, I've got ADHD, my feet, like I struggle.
Yeah, I'm not doing this on purpose.
It's just that it's coming through my earpiece, and of course, all he can hear is me doing that through his earpiece, like literally.
Brilliant.
So are we concluding? And then
I think we've got a bit off our chest today.
Definitely.
Hopefully, you guys have got to understand a little bit more about the 950 and why we're doing this.
And there's so much more to come. So much more to come. It's unreal.
Yeah, some good guests eventually. Some good conversations. I mean, there's a couple of people, to be fair, I'm going to put it out there. There's a guy, I find him quite interesting, and he's a friend of yours, and he's actually really interested in the walk and talk stuff.
Okay.
He's definitely got ADHD, and you definitely know his name. And I definitely can't think of it. I'm just going to keep doing this with my finger till you say it, because I'm not going to say
naughty boy.
But I'll talk to you about it another day. But like we'll have some mental people.
We will do. We will do.
Not mental.
Anything plus, like, people this might not be for everybody, but anybody that has watched the progression and the challenge over the last 22 days before when we've done the 950 is going to see what's this going to be like. It's going to be the same thing. And if they enjoyed that, they're going to enjoy this.
And also, like, obviously, when we go on to the social media platforms, and when this is posted, if there is anything that anyone wants us to talk about specifically, if anyone's got any questions, they want to put in the comment box, or anything that you're struggling with, put it in there, and we'll discuss it on episode 2, 3, 4. If we make episode 4,
and vice versa, if you feel like a valid guest, like that you offer something that, because like I said, this is the more people you talk to that have got this personality trait, as I'm calling it, the more we understand about it. So like if there's anyone that generally thinks, I'm not high end, I offer something different to you guys, or I offer some big conversation, or there might be someone that watches this that goes, you know what, you guys are like pissing in the wind. There's a lot more to ADHD than you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Tell us off.
100%.
Come in there and say you guys are shit. We'll be like that. We get abused every day anyway.
Yeah, you know that. 100%. Yeah, any criticism and stuff like that. Know what I mean? Take it with a pinch of salt. Learn from it. It's not you're not criticising me, mate. I couldn't give a fuck. I'm here today. I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to do my thing. So I will literally, I want to help people out of it.
Sweet.
We'll drop the mic. Bang. Thank you, guys.
Love you. Bye.
See you on the next one.
Mustache.